It's time now for the Beer Channel 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, November 13th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I have your 5 o'clock news on. Top story at the 5 o'clock hour on this Sunday evening is President-elect Donald Trump announced on Sunday that he has chosen Reince Priebus as his White House chief of staff, putting his trust in the Washington Party figure after railing against the political establishment from the start of his candidacy. Meanwhile, in a 60 Minutes interview scheduled tonight, Trump said he's planning to mainly deport 2 to 3 million undocumented who have criminal records after his inauguration next January. And also, he sounded very much like presidential candidate Trump on Sunday morning in a pair of misleading tweets about the New York Times. California police on Sunday in Modesto captured a known criminal accused of shooting a sheriff's deputy twice in the head at point-blank range after the officer discovered a suspect in a stolen vehicle. A powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake has jolted at New Zealand's South Island and triggered tsunami, sending people running in the streets and in a panic amid a series of aftershocks. 2 of President-elect Donald Trump's closest advisors dismissed the thousands of people who protested the victory as professional buzzer and called on President Obama and Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton to intervene. France marks 1 year since Paris Act's Warrior Watch. 6 weeks after a vote rejected the previous agreement, Colombia has another chance to end the war. For centuries, the massive Esther uncertainty in northern Iraq lay buried beneath the sands of time forgotten by history. Archaeologists first began excavating Nimrod by nearly 3,000 years ago in the 1840s. Protesters remained vocal on Sunday after the election of Donald Trump that caused protests in cities such as Washington, D.C., New York City, and San Francisco, and also braced for more public demonstrations. House Speaker Paul Ryan said Sunday that despite Donald Trump campaign rhetoric, lawmakers are not prepared to form a deportation force to round up and deport undocumented immigrants. To help with a spike of illegal immigrants there, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection has deployed 158 border agents to help process the spike in immigrants who have been arrested after illegally entering the country. Donald Trump attorneys have asked for a delay to the trial in the case against Trump University after the inauguration cited that a critical and all-consuming work the president-elect has to do before he takes office in January. In counter-Turkey, some 300 Turkish naval officers have been suspended and dismissed as part of the crackdown on people suspected of having ties to the failed government coup in July. Wellington, New Zealand. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry vowed to do anything possible to keep intact the International Climate Change Agreement. Randville, Texas, a surgeon attempted border question by shooting the family has sent 150 extra U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents scrambled to Texas. New York, a new class action suit claims that how to use emission to defeat the fast and leads to the 6 of the V6 gasoline engines expanded Volkswagen emissions fraud rules. Boston environmental groups are planning to build and hold a town hall event in Boston to discuss and push 100% renewable energy. Advocates say society needs the weakness of fossil fuels. They say it's only possible by revving up the reliance on energy sources like solar and wind power, which contribute to climate change. While renewable energy sources have increased in recent years, they still make up a fraction of the state's total energy source. Springfield, Massachusetts, a case of a Springfield man charged with sexual assault on 2 young girls and then handed to the jury. His election victory at Donald Trump and the Republican control of both House of Congress means that to be tax cuts most of business are rich and there will be deficits. Donald Trump has proposed medical policy on many issues, from banning Muslims from entering the country to punishing doctors who perform abortions. These dogs were trained to detect zebra and quagga mussels and invasive species which have caused ecological problems in the U.S. since first attacked in the 1980s. Just last week, 5 women states reported legalized recreational marijuana, including here in Massachusetts, but users may want to be cautious, says a study released Sunday suggests that marijuana use can weaken heart muscles, particularly in young men. A large study has produced reassuring evidence about a drug that millions of people use to alleviate pain from arthritis and other ailments. Several hours after Donald Trump's campaign manager warned Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid to be careful in legal sense after he released a statement called the president-elect a sexual predator, Reid spokesman criticized Trump trying. Sudden shocking events usually a deep roots that roots on obvious and immediate aftermath of crisis when everyone is still figuring out what happened. Peter Channel News Time is now 8:05:04 on this Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, November 13th, and it's Time now for a sports report tonight. The Boston Bruins will be taking on the Colorado Avalanche in Denver game time 7 o'clock, while the New England Patriots have a big showdown tonight at Gillette Stadium at 8:30 p.m. against the Seattle Seahawks. Alright, looking at some NFL scores. Pittsburgh Steelers leading the Dallas Cowboys 12-10 in the first quarter. Arizona Cardinals leading the San Francisco 49ers 13-0 with 14-42 left in the second quarter. San Diego Chargers out leading the Miami Dolphins 10-0. Kansas City Chiefs edge at the Carolina Panthers 20-17. Denver Broncos over the New Orleans Saints 25-23. LA Rams on the New York Jets 9-6. Tennessee Titans shocked the Green Bay Packers 47-25. Philadelphia Eagles with the Atlanta Falcons 24-15. Washington Redskins with the Minnesota Vikings 26-20. Houston Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars 24-21. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Chicago Bears 36-10. And one NBA score, Charlotte Hornets leading the Cleveland Cavaliers 67-66. NHL scores, Dallas Stars leading the Vancouver Canucks 2-1, 18 minutes of the second period. And Winnipeg Jets over the LA Kings 3-2. Ohio State Louisville move up beyond Alabama in an AP poll. Peter Chill News Time is now 5:06 on this Sunday evening. It's hot out for a traffic and transit report. Beep, beep. Let them imitate where on the subways, on the commuter rail, it's looking good. And on the subway system, it's looking good, and on the ferries, it's looking good. Alright, take a look at the highways and byways. New England, 95 of the southbound side is backed up from Guilford all the way down to Greenwich. 95 of the northbound side backed up from Stafford all the way to Bridgeport. And then the Bridgeport West Haven, the 91 way minutes. Merritt Parkway westbound is backed up from Milford all the way to North. Merritt Parkway eastbound side backed around at 25 in Bridgeport. 84 and on the westbound side is backed up 691 in Meriden all the way at the Danbury. 91 on both ends backed around 691 at Meriden. 91 on the northbound side is slow around Interstate 84 Hartford, Connecticut. 84 westbound side is backed up after I-91 in Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side is also Norfolk Folio. 291 on the southbound side is backed up 291 and 57 in Springfield. Mass Parking on the eastbound side is backed up apartment down at Charlton. And then Mass Parking on the westbound side is backed up to the Worcester stretch from Millbury down to 395, 290. 495 on the southbound side it is backed up just around 290 out in Worcester. 95 on the northbound side is backed up 195 to 146 in Providence. 69 connector it's low from 6 to 95 downtown Providence here. Cape now is out looking good. Okay, around the area of Gillette Stadium for tonight's Patriots game. Route 1 is backed up for 140 in Foxborough all the way out to both ends around the Gillette Stadium around North Street. And Route 1 is backed up all the way out to past after Route 95 in Sharon. 95 on the southbound side back to 120 Kenton all the way out to Route 1 in Sharon. And Mechanic Street on the westbound side, it is slow from 95 to Mechanic Street and Beach Street. And 140 on the northbound side, it is slow from Granite Street all the way at the Chestnut Street. And 140 on both ends is back around from Route 1 and 115 area out in Foxborough. So expect some delays around that area. Let's see anticipation of tonight's Patriots Seahawks tussle. Route 3 on the northbound side is back to 220 and rocking all the way at the Route 3 Hingham, and then the 120 on the southbound side is back around Route 109 Westwood and Hillcrest again, just around from 95 out of Kenton all the way to Route 138 out in Kenton and Hillcrest again from 2428 Randolph. 120 on the northbound side back to the Patriots split all the way up to 28 out in Randolph. 7 Expressway on the both ends it is backed up from 203 in Dorchester all the way at the Mass Ave. 7 Expressway is backed up in Mass Parking down in Braintree split. 93 on the southbound side back to Medford down the Mass Parking downtown Boston. Mass Parking both ends back to South Boston and East Boston. 120 is southbound side back to Waltham at Route 9 in Wellesley. 120 is southbound side back to Route 1 in Peabody all the way to Route 93 out in Redden. 495 southbound side 70 from Chelmsford down to Westford and then Hillcrest again just around 111 in Harvard. 93 southbound side is backed up around after Route 101, 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire. And in 89, 91 is southbound side is backed up at Canadian border up in Vermont. Interstate 87 is southbound side. Little so after that Canadian border up in upstate New York and Outwood 15 on the northbound side. It is backed up in Southern Quebec towards Montreal. Outwood 55 on the southbound side. It's slow just before U.S. border up in Southern Quebec. Peter Childers on, followed by IBM on this Sunday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. If you're going to the Patriots game, bring in Jack with you, but you're going to have some manageable weather going on in the football game tonight between the Patriots and the Seahawks. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, clear sky about 300 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. For Monday, south sky about 64 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour. For Monday night, increased clouds with a low about 39 degrees. Light over wind. For Tuesday, rain, High about 55, about 46 degrees, and a chance of observation is 70%. New prism at between half 3/4 inch possible for Wednesday, a slight chance showers before 8 a.m. Then Wednesday, Sunday, podcast about 59 to about 41 degrees, and anticipation 20%. For Thursday, Sunday, most good about 36, about 38 degrees. For Friday, Sunday, most good about 38, about 37 degrees. And for Saturday, Sunday, most guys about 36, about 39 degrees. And for Sunday, most guys about 50 degrees. Currently and not near, it is. First guys, and 51 degrees. Humidity of 56%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, November 13th, 2069. Please have a good evening. Goodbye to the dog. You for our Peter Channel Sun Off News right after Sports Weather, right after the Patriots Seahawks game. Have a good evening and go Bears!